I'll turn down the covers for Vicky.
Poor kid. She's been through so much, she doesn't know the half of it yet.
Yeah. There. Snug as a bug in a rug. Oh, thank you so much for letting me and my niece stay here at the mansion. You are quite the lifesaver.
Esme, it's no big deal.
That is to me. Daddy and my stepmother, Brenda, cut me off, even though I'm Vicky's legal guardian now.
Well, your dad is stone cold to cut off his own granddaughter.
Yeah, well, I think Vicky's a painful reminder of my poor dead murdered sister. And as for me, my father and my real mother never forgave me after I botched my engagement with Lord Sarney. And then after the divorce, bitch Brenda got into the act. And Brenda and Daddykins are always trying to find someone to pay my bills. So, yeah, they do add up. I mean, my medication alone is over 6 figures a year, so...
Wow.
Yeah, you know, it would be less, but I won't take generic drugs. They're for old people, so...
Esme, I think you've confused generic for geriatric.
Potato, psychic, psychotic, whatever.
Yeah, look, anyway, you and your niece are welcome to stay at the mansion for as long as you need, okay?
Our hero. Oh, look at Vicky sleeping. Such an angel.
Yeah, she's an absolute angel.
Pretty. I'm glad that you said you love me and that you want to help me.
Of course, Grandfather. That's why I stopped Fancy from calling the police on you. She's crazy to think you would ever hurt anyone.
Well, actually, it's Lisa's fault. He turned your sister against me and did the same thing with Sheridan a few years ago.
People can be cruel. Believe me, I know.
Oh, yes, you do know that that's scarred. But, you know, sometimes things like that bring out the worst in people.
Yeah, even you called me ugly before in the library.
Yeah. Boy, I apologize for that. I was so upset when I came back here to Harmony and saw the mess. And I just took out all of my anger on you. Can you ever forgive me?
Of course I could forgive you, Grandfather. I love you. I'll do anything you want me to do.
Good. Actually, there's something you could do for me tonight.
Yes, of course. Now, Sam and his people are on their way out to the cliffs to arrest Spike for murder and kidnapping and whatever else they can charge him with.
Bartender? My glass won't fill itself.
Eve, this is really not a time to get drunk. We should go back there and try to help the Coast Guard find Vincent's body.
And what is the point, Julian? Our son is dead because of Sheridan. He has plunged to his death because of Sheridan.
I gotta say, you're real strong for a lady.
I work out.
What's the hair, lady?
I will let you go when you tell me more about Marty.
Look, not now, later. Look, we gotta get out of here before your brother comes back here with Doc Russell and they set the cops on us.
What do you mean?
Listen, it's no secret that the Chief Sammy, he's got it in for me because, well, I buried his daughter alive, killed a couple of people.
Yeah, well, I will kill you myself if you don't tell me where my son is.
I'm telling you, Marty survived the explosion on the train outside Rome. Okay, but then what happened? What?
Oh, yeah. God, you're right. They're moving, Mama. He heard me.
Yes, man. If anything can bring a man out of a coma, it's being told he has a son.
Yeah, you know what? Before he was poisoned, he told me how much he wanted to have a son. So now that he knows he has one, he's gonna be okay.
Of course, Mija. I'm sure that he will be overjoyed. He has a son.
Yes.
If Ethan's about to wake up, then Gwen needs to be here. She needs to tell him how Teresa has kept the secret of little Ethan being his son from him for all this time. I mean, once Ethan finds out how treacherous Teresa is, he's gonna want Gwen back. I don't care if she's barren or not. Oh, Gwen, this is no time to run off with your new boyfriend. I don't care whether he's sick or not.
Why won't you let me see him?
I'm sorry, the situation's still critical. Doctor's orders.
Yeah, but I'm
The doctor is in there working on him now. If you interrupt, there could be serious consequences.
It's really that bad?
I'm afraid so.
My God, first Ethan and now him. God, please, please let him be okay. Please let him be okay.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
Mama, look. They're moving more again.
I know, Mija. I think you're right. I think he is coming, too.
Can you get the doctor, please? Sure. Okay, can you hear me? Ethan, you gotta come back to us. Okay, come back to me, come back to your daughter, come back to your son. Ethan, we love you. Please, wake up so we can be the family that fate intended us to be.
Where did everyone go? There's not even a nurse or a doctor around here? Hello?
Oh, Pilar. Where are you running off to? Oh, the border, I hope.
What are you still doing here, Rebecca? Ethan is no longer your concern. Gwen divorced him, remember?
Gwen was driven to do that by Teresa.
You know, why don't you just go home and crawl under whatever rock a snake like you lives under and leave my daughter and her husband in peace?
Oh, in the first place, Ethan is not her husband. Alistair is. Secondly, I have just as much of a right to be here as you do. This is America.
Oh my God, your excuses are as pathetic as your last dye job. No doubt you heard Teresa tell Ethan that he has a son, so now you and your daughter no longer have anything to hold over Teresa's head.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. You see, Ethan is in a coma, so who knows what he heard, much less understood.
Oh, no. Oh, he heard, Teresa. He moved his hand and his eyes fluttered.
Aw, honey, you peasants look for such big meaning in the tiniest little things. Oh, I bet you count the rings in your bathtub just so you can predict who's gonna slip and fall.
No, I don't. But I do see you tumbling down a flight of steps if you don't shut up.
You know, I really do hope that when Ethan wakes up, he remembers what Teresa said. Because he is going to hate her. Hate her for keeping his son from him for all this time.
No, he won't. You know why? Because Ethan truly loves Teresa. So when she explains to him why she kept the truth from him, he'll forget.
Nerve of that woman. I should track Gwen down. Because she needs to be here when Ethan wakes up. Come on, Gwen. You gotta answer the phone this time. Your future with the man you love most depends on it.
Please, Miss Hotchkiss, compose yourself while you wait for word. I'm sure the doctor will update you as soon as he's able.
Hello?
Oh, Gwen! Thank God you answered. I have been calling and calling you.
Oh, God, please tell me Ethan didn't die.
No, thank God. But he's about to wake up, so you have to get here right away.
Mother, I can't. I can't right now.
Yes, now? Told me he has a son.
What?
I heard it with my own two ears. So you have to get here. You have to get here to remind him that Teresa's been keeping the truth from him in the first place.
Mother, I cannot leave right now, okay? He is far too sick for me to leave him.
Honey, just forget this new stud, all right? Get back here to the old one before you lose him.
Hi, I'm Galen Gehring. Passions is moving to DirecTV. I'll be there. What about you? Call 888-999-0433 to get DirecTV.
Well, Vicky seems to be sleeping soundly. Oh, I dread the day she finds out both of her parents are dead.
There's plenty of time to worry about that later.
True. I have a whole list of things to do first. Well, at least I don't have to worry about finding a roof to put over our heads, thanks to you.
Listen, Esme, our families have known each other for years. So you and your niece, you're welcome to stay here as long as you want, okay?
My parents would do the same for you. It's probably a good thing my parents got divorced when they did. Mumsy would love having you around the house. She, loves hot men, and Daddy was a very heavy sleeper, if you know what I mean.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, why do you think I'm still single? Every time I would bring a new man home to meet the parents, Mumsy would meet him in his bed. And on the first night, no less. I know, because I was usually in bed with him. And she would claim that she was sleepwalking, but with champagne and condoms, I don't think so. Oh, what was I doing? Oh, that's right. List of things to do. First thing on it, find a job.
Yeah, are you still gonna ask Fancy about getting a job over at Crane Fashions?
That's what friends are for. Is she home? I was thinking of conning her. Trying to get her to hire me tonight.
No, I don't think Fancy's here, which means she's probably with Luis.
Oh, that's right. He's not gay anymore.
He never was. Not that there'd be anything wrong with it if he were, but no, Fancy was just confused about what she saw at the prison those times.
Well, gay, straight, whatever. All that matters is finding true love. And Fancy has certainly found that with Luis.
Look at them. They're like a couple of farm animals copulating in slop.
How many times have they made love? I've lost
Don't
count.
even bother. You have much more important things to focus on.
Yes, tell me how I can help you, Grandfather.
Put a bag over that hideous face of yours to start with.
I'll do anything you ask me.
Yeah, just look at Fancy there. Her behavior is uglier than any kind of scar you could ever have. She's dead to me. You are my granddaughter now.
Really, Grandfather?
Yes, and we're going to have a wonderful future together.
I can't wait, but...
But what?
Well, Fancy's so beautiful. I mean, do you really think you could forsake her for me? I know how you love your beauty, your cars, and your art collection.
Don't even think that way, my pretty. You are my granddaughter. You have a beauty all your own.
Oh, Grandfather, I'm so excited you want to spend time with me. Oh.
Don't ooze on my clothes, you scar-faced wretch.
Oh, poor son. Dead. Thanks to Sheridan. Bartender! My glass is still empty. Fix it.
No more for the lady.
Well, then I'll drink yours.
Eve, please. I mean, our son needs you sober.
Oh, our son is in more pieces than Humpty Dumpty.
Eve, I want you to get up. I want you to come with me. We'll go help the Coast Guard find Vincent's body so he can be given a proper burial.
Julian, I may be a little tipsy, but I at least have a grasp of the situation. At most, we're going to be able to give Vincent a memorial service. Why? Because after that fall Vincent took onto those jagged rocks, the sharks and the lobsters are going to have eaten most of him, and there's not going to be anything left to find.
Please stop being so ghoulish.
Well, it's just true, Julian. It's just the hideous, ugly truth. Sheridan let our son die.
Eve.
You know, Julian, I don't understand. What is it with all of you cranes? Why do you feel that it's just necessary for you to deprive me of everything that is near and dear to me? I mean, first your father, Alistair, drove us apart when we were young and we were in love. And then he steals our baby, the proof of our love, from us. And then you fast forward to Whitney, and her life is destroyed by this betrayal of Chad's, and Simone's life is destroyed because of the Ray's murder. And now your sister kills our son. I hate you, Julian. I hate you. I hate all the cranes. I hate you. I hate you.
Eve,
I hate
stop
you.
it, stop it. Please.
I will let you go when you tell me where my son is.
It's too long of a story to tell you right now.
Tell me!
Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Papa Sam gets his hands on me, I'm gone. Okay? I'm going to prison. I'm assaulted. And then they're gonna kill me there, believe me.
I will kill you myself if you don't tell me where Marty is.
Great. Then you're never gonna see the brat.
Julian said Spike was near the cliff.
Oh my God. Listen to Sam. Listen, if he gets his hands on me, he doesn't like me very much. I buried his daughter alive. And I tried her for murder. He's after me, please.
Maybe they won't find us.
Sheridan, where are you?
Damn it. Spike! Get back here! Tell me where Marty is!
Sheridan! Sheridan, where are you?
You are my passion for life.
I will be there as soon as I can, okay?
Honey, it may not be soon enough, all right? Look, even if you find a transporter and beam yourself over here, it still may be too late.
Okay, what part of I will be there as soon as I can do you not understand?
Look, honey, what I don't understand is how this man you've only known for a few months could possibly be more important to you than Ethan.
You know what? He is.
What? That's crazy. I mean, oh, unless he's rich. Oh, honey, is that it? Is he rich? I mean, is it oil money? Internet? Real estate?
No, Mother, he's not rich, but he is priceless to me.
Well, what about Ethan? I mean, you've known him since boarding school, and you two have been a couple ever since. I mean, even when Teresa came into his life, Ethan was still front and center in your heart.
Listen, I still love Ethan. I love him very much, but I also love him.
Honey, look, just forget about this new flavor of the month and come back here and fight for your man.
His eyes have been fluttering. We think he's waking up.
I've been talking to him, and I think he's getting what I'm saying.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but he's not waking up. I mean, not yet, anyway. Ethan's eyelids twitching are just an involuntary reflex.
I mean, I was really sure, you know, that he's...
I know you're disappointed, but this type of activity often happens repeatedly before a patient regains consciousness.
Okay, so... Then he didn't hear me, right? So when he squeezed my hand, this was a reflex, right?
I can't say. But you should take hope in this kind of motor activity. I mean, it means Ethan is fighting to come out of his coma. My advice is to keep talking to him. Urge him to come back to you.
Thank you, nurse.
Ethan, if you can hear me, wake up so we can be the family that we always dreamed of. Come back to me. Come back to your daughter. Come back to your son.
Sheridan,
She only called me. I got here as quick as I could. Where's Spike?
He got away.
When I find him, I'm gonna put him so far underneath the jail, he'll never see the light of day again.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Which way did he go?
That way.
All right. You go look for him. I'll stay here and take her statement. All right, Chief. Attention all responders. The suspect is headed south away from the cliffs. Tell me what happened tonight.
Okay, well, I found Spike on the wharf about to shoot poor Vincent. So I helped Vincent escape in my car. Spike followed us in his. We crashed the car, and I helped Vincent here on foot. Spike caught up with us, and everything after that was a blur.
It's not a blur to me, Sam. Sheridan killed our son.
What? You can't mean that.
Oh, the hell I don't. Sheridan let Vincent fall off the cliff. She killed our son. I want you to arrest her for murder.
Vicky's had such a long, hard day.
Well, unfortunately, it's just gonna be the first of many because once she finds out that her parents are dead and then how they died.
I don't want to deal with that yet. I'll wait till she's settled.
Well, you take all the time you want, okay? Because you and your niece can stay here until you decide otherwise.
You are the nicest man, Fox Crane. And that's me talking, not the meds.
Yeah? Well, what do you say we go downstairs and have a nightcap?
I'd love to. That was nice. And that's still me talking, not the meds.
Esme, you are a mess. A sweet, adorable, beautiful little mess.
I'm so glad you get me. Most people don't.
Yeah, but they don't know what they're missing.
You know, talk like that will get you a... Did that make me sound easy?
No, just, honest and open and very, very sexy.
Ricky? Okay.
Is this amazing or what? This is heaven.
Pure heaven.
God, I still can't believe it. To think that we're here now, considering I was so close to being executed.
Well, let's not talk about that. It's all so awful.
Well, I know, but that's what makes this all the more wonderful. We got our miracle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing's ever going to tear us apart, right?
So, you're sure you don't hold what happened with Pretty against me?
No. It was an accident. I didn't mean to throw a pool of chemicals in her face and scar her for life. In fact, you are the kindest, gentlest person that God has ever put on this earth.
Well, thank you for believing in me, but what about my family? Cranes are evil.
Not all of them.
My grandfather is.
Yeah.
He's done terrible things to so many people, us included.
Well, I don't blame you for what he's done. And I don't believe that evil is genetic, that it's passed down from one generation to the next.
But both my mother and father have done bad things. So is Aunt Sheridan. And Fox, too, for that matter. Lying to Kay about dying.
Yeah, well, Alistair corrupted them. But not you. Not you.
You're the best, Lise. The absolute best.
Fancy, you're gonna be very sorry for giving yourself to that lowlife. Pretty. Do you want revenge on your sister for taking away all your happiness?
Well, what Fancy did was terrible, but maybe it was just an accident after all.
Why the change of heart?
I'm tired of being angry. And, I mean, she can't be all bad, right? She did keep that bottle of perfume I got her in Paris years ago. I mean, that means something.
Oh, yeah. That means that she's a very clever young woman. I mean, she keeps out these little mementos for effect, but don't fall for her act. We both know how selfish and self-serving she is. Right? Now, that's why she scarred you in the first place. She wanted your boyfriend. And now she's in there with her lover. And what have you got? Nothing. I think that Fancy needs to be punished, don't you?
Yes, I do, Grandfather.
Excellent. Then punish Fancy. We shall. And I'll tell you how.
Well, I wonder what's wrong with Vicky.
I don't know. Oh, maybe she had a nightmare. Yeah?
Vicky, it's okay. You're here with me and your Aunt Esme. Everything's all right. You don't think she heard us talking about her parents being away?
No, she was sleeping. What's wrong, sweetie? You can tell Auntie Esme. Are you frightened? Oh, well, why? I mean, you heard Uncle Fox. There's nothing to be afraid of here, especially when we have such a nice, big, strong man to protect us.
Yeah, see? Everything's gonna be all right. What? What? Why did she just point at me like that? What'd she say?
Honey, forget this silly boy toy and get back here to the hospital. I mean, Ethan's eyes are fluttering. The nurse says he could wake up at any time, and you need to be here.
Mother, I'm doing the best I can.
Well, I don't think that's good enough, all right? Look, Teresa already told Ethan that he has a son. If he wakes up and forgives her, I mean, it could be too late.
Not necessarily. Look, even if Ethan heard what Teresa told him, he could wake up furious with her that she didn't tell him that Ethan was his son when she found out. You know, he could wind up hating her without any help from me.
Honey, we can't take that chance, all right? You need to get back here and nuke Teresa so you can get Ethan back.
No, not if it means losing him.
Him who? Who, this new man?
Yes, and I love him very much. In fact, I love him more than I love Ethan.
Honey, look, I enjoy a man witch as much as any girl, all right? But a sick boyfriend does not trump a comatose ex-husband.
Look, I wish you would stop badgering me, okay? I told you that I'm not going anywhere until I know he's gonna be okay.
I have a good feeling about this, Mia. He's gonna come to, and he's gonna understand why you didn't tell him that little Ethan was his son. And then the four of you will finally be a real family. After you deal with Alistair, of course.
Yeah. I hope so. You didn't hear him in Rome, Mama. He was so adamant that a woman lying to a man about a child is unforgivable.
It's understandable, Mia. After all, Ivy did lie to him about who his real father was.
And it's the same for me.
Yeah, but ultimately he forgave his mother, right? He'll forgive you too.
I hope so, Mama. Please, make love to me again. I can't get enough of you. Not now, not ever.
I'll do that. Happiest man on the planet.
Promise we'll always be together.
I promise. Nothing's ever gonna tear us apart.
be afraid.
I can't believe we're still in the mansion. I've lived in this house my whole life, and I never knew this room existed.
Oh, I'm sure there are quite a few things you don't know about our ancestral home. There are many more secret rooms, many more secret passages.
You act as if there's a spaceship under wraps somewhere.
Oh, that would be something if I did, huh?
Do you?
No. You just have to consider this a tip of the iceberg. I mean, there are many more waiting to destroy those who I hate with a passion. And believe me, there are many of those.
I don't know why everyone doesn't just love you like I do, Grandfather.
I totally agree. They should, but they don't.
I know what it's like to be hated.
That's only because of the scar. The people are cruel. Especially your sister who gave you the scar in the first place. But then again, we'll show her, won't we?
What you said you were gonna do to her, I mean, how do we get started?
Well, I want you to call Fancy and get her to come back here to the mansion.
Grandfather, what you have planned for her is so extreme.
But don't you realize? She took away your happiness. She betrayed me, and I just think it's fair for us to destroy her happiness. Now, here. I'll call your sister and have her come back home. That way, we'll get the little bitch that ruined your life.
What are you waiting for, Sam? Arrest her! Arrest Sheridan for murder! She chose to let our son Vincent fall into the ocean so that she could save that vile miscreant Spike. I want you to arrest her for murder!
Is that true? Did you sacrifice Vincent to save Spike?
No. What happened was
Don't you try to lie, you bitch! Julian and I both saw you. You let Vincent fall. You let him fall to his death on those rocks. What my Vincent must have suffered.
Eve, no. Why would you save Spike over your own nephew?
I didn't.
You did, damn it! I saw you, Eve and I both saw you. Why did you do that? Was it to get even with me for all the hurt I've caused you over the years? Or to avenge Father for what he made Vincent do when he framed Louise?
I told you, Vincent slipped out of my hand.
The truth, Sheridan, the
tell
truth!
her, damn.
All right! The truth is, I had to let Vincent die.
What?
For God's sake, Sheridan, why?
I only had the strength to save one of them. Spike said that Marty is alive.
What?
He said he knows where Marty is. I had to save Spike so that I could find my son.
You let my son die so that you could find your son? Thank you. Oh, you.
I have to go find Spike so he can tell me where Marty is.
Sheridan, wait! Wait!
I swear, Sheridan! I swear at my son's grave I'm gonna get you for this!
Honey, listen to me. Do you remember all the times you've told me to focus? Please, now I'm telling you. Look, don't you remember all that pain and agony that Teresa has caused you over Ethan?
Yeah, I remember, Mother. I remember every single horrible thing Teresa did to me out of her supposed love for Ethan.
Then you have to come back here, honey, to the hospital and fight for him.
Mother, I can't. I cannot leave him here alone with a doctor and a nurse he doesn't know. He is too important to me.
More important than Ethan?
Yes, he is much more important to me than Ethan.
Don't give up, Mia. Keep talking to him. Tell him everything. Tell him again that he has a son. He's strong enough to handle it.
It's me, Ethan. I told you this before. And I really hope that you heard me. But in case you didn't, I'm gonna say this again. You have a son. You have a healthy, handsome son who wants to spend time with you, getting to know you as his daddy. And I hope you're not mad at me for keeping this from you. But I felt like I had to. Now, Ethan, if you can hear me, and God, if you forgive me, please, squeeze my hand, Ethan, please. Oh, my God. Oh, God, Mama, he did it. Yeah, he did it. He forgives me. He forgives me, Mama. He forgives me for not telling him. This is it. This is it, Mama. This is the moment. You know, there's no more secrets. There's no more lies. I mean, after 8 long years, we're gonna do it. We're gonna live happily ever after.